Buying a house can feel like the finish line, but if you do it too early, it becomes a trap instead of a blessing. Most people don't lose their homes because of the mortgage. They lose them because they weren't ready. I'm Vladimir Nemchinov. I went from zero to $600,000 in 11 years, mostly through real estate, and now I'm helping people build real wealth through retirement investing. And today I want to show you how to save for a down payment the smart way, without stress, debt, or regret. Let's start with the truth. You're not behind if you don't own a house yet. You're smart for waiting until you're ready, because owning a home isn't freedom if you can't afford to keep it. On Reddit, one of the most common questions is, how much should I save before buying a house? Here's the rule: 20% down. That's the gold standard. It saves you from private mortgage insurance, gives you instant equity, and keeps your payment manageable. If you can't hit 20%, aim for 10. But the less you put down, the more you'll owe, and the more fragile your budget becomes. Another question I see all the time is, should I buy a house now or keep renting? And my answer is simple. You buy when you're financially stable, not when you're emotionally tired of renting. If you're still paying off debt, if you don't have your 3 to 6 month emergency fund, or if your job feels shaky, you're not ready. The key is stability before expansion. Let's talk about what's happening in the market right now. Mortgage rates are the highest they've been in over 2 decades. That means buying power is down, prices are sticky, and a lot of people are rushing into deals that will crush their budget later. Don't be one of them. This is not the time to stretch yourself thin. This is the time to prepare. Here's your game plan. Step 1, know your number. Decide what price range you're targeting, then calculate 20% of that. That's your savings goal. If you want a $300,000 house, you're saving $60,000. Step 2, open a separate account just for your down payment. This is not your emergency fund and not your vacation fund. It's your house fund. Treat it like it doesn't exist. Step 3, automate your savings. Set up a monthly transfer, even if it's small. $500 a month builds $6,000 a year. In 5 years, that's $30,000 plus interest. Slow and steady beats nothing in someday. Step 4, avoid emotional purchases. Don't let FOMO talk you into a bad deal. Just because your friends are buying doesn't mean it's your time. Your time is when your numbers say so, not your neighbors. And here's a big myth. Renting is throwing money away. No, it's not. Renting buys you flexibility. It buys you time to save, to prepare, to learn your market. The goal isn't to rent forever, it's to rent while you build your foundation. I know people who rushed into buying with only 3% down. They got hit with PMI, rising taxes, and surprise repairs. A year later, they were worse off than before. That's not home ownership, that's stress ownership. But when you do it right, buying a house becomes one of the most powerful wealth moves you'll ever make. Because you're not just buying property, you're buying stability. You're locking in your housing cost for decades. You're planting a financial flag that says, this is mine. Let me tell you about Jasmine. She was renting for years and felt like she was falling behind. But instead of rushing, she got disciplined. She paid off her debt, built her emergency fund, then saved for her down payment. It took her 4 years. When she finally bought, she put down 20%, skipped PMI, and had a payment lower than her old rent. Now she's not house poor. She's house secure. That's the difference between rushing to buy and planning to own. Saving for a down payment takes patience, discipline, and focus. But it's not impossible. You just need a plan and a reason. Here's how you keep going when it feels slow. Every dollar you save is a step toward freedom. Every dollar is one less you have to borrow. Every sacrifice today buys you peace tomorrow. You can do this. You just need a system. Automate it, track it, celebrate progress, and when the market shifts in your favor, you'll be ready while everyone else is panicking. And if you want help figuring out how much house you can afford, how to save faster, and when to buy, fill out the client assessment form. The link's in the description below. We'll build your game plan so your first house becomes your first major wealth move. Invest steady, compound your net worth.